let's play pickleball.
Side out. Zero, 1. Point.
All right, missed return from Anna Bright.
1-0-1. Went under the net. Point.
Oh, she stepped
Went under the net.
Yeah, I've actually been called on that before.
So we often see that crossing the threshold on the outside of the net, Adam, but here it's actually within the court, and absolutely wonderful call there.
Yeah, it's a tough one to see. Good eye.
And this was after she got pushed out of the way by James on the shot before that. Oh, and that stays in, and we got the trademark C.
Yeah, it's a nice little firefight from the fellas, too. And I think James is a bit fortunate, as I think he mishit that last ball. And Zane Navratil and Anna Bright, teammates for the Orlando Squeeze at MLP, and they have a lot of respect for each other, not only skill-wise, but strategically as well.
So that's the place you want to target James if you can in the transition area.
And he's gotten better. I still wouldn't say he's world class in that area, but he has improved.
High backhand, Anna Bright's going to eat those alive.
Yeah, and a great spot, too. She didn't pull that cross court. She went middle and forced Zane into a very awkward swing. And even 2 returns from Andrea have been floaty and deep, which I like, but she still didn't make it to the kitchen line. So she's got to figure out a way to get forward, especially if the return goes to James Ignatowich.
That is the shot that makes James very special at the kitchen. Missed that one, but it's not safe to put the ball on the ground in front of him on the backhand.
No, it's tough. He can really attack straight ahead middle, and when he can yank it cross court, a lot of pressure for his left side opponent.
Second serve.
Double bouncer off the tape there, so
it almost kind of took off a little bit, maybe making me think she had a chance.
Quite a serve from Zane there. Anna Bright tries to sneak it down the line, and that gets no.
Yeah, and I don't even hate it from her. I'm giving credit to Zane for being all over it, because it wasn't obvious by Anna by any means.
Yeah, and that's just, he wants you to think the middle is available.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, look at
where he was.
How far he moved for a fast combination. That is hard to do.
That one on the tape stays on the side of Navratil and Koop. And Anna Bright, when it's going well, she'll sprint back to the line. They like to play fast. Yeah, she is just pushing Andrea Koop off the line.
Yeah, and Andrea is short hopping, half volleying, a lot of those, but the aggression on the dinks from Anna Bright is paying dividends early.
Another big drive, this time coming from Anna Bright. So in transition as they unwind the stack, trouble. Oh, and has the entire corner open and puts too much on it.
Yeah, Zane was as fooled as you can be.
Yes.
We've all been there before, but it's always nice when it goes a couple inches long.
Man, just an absolute howitzer.
I mean, it's a rocket.
6-3-2.
Bang. And there's just no way with a cross-court return that Zane can protect that.
Yeah, you can't. Just too many options from James Ignatowich. Put some more air underneath it. Get it to Anna at all costs. You got to do something with the return.
It's a good first volley there from Koop, but that's, man, you can lose a lot of points when you're on odd and you're running into a team with a drive like this. So the deficit is 4.
That's a great drive from Zane Navratil, but this is literally not much different than when Zane had the chainsaw.
I know,
serve.
it's
about the same, and he's not doing it.
Oh, Andrea Koop, great dig. Oh, and then that's that danger over there. That was an unbelievable gap.
Yes, and it's all the options. So he can go straight ahead at Andrea middle, and that's what Zane thought he was going to do, and then he just pulls it cross court. And let's be clear, Zane Navratil, one of the best movers on tour. You can't just get him with that shot with ease.
4-7-2.
Clean winner off the bounce on a dink roll. Wow. And then just violent two-handed backhand put away there.
It's his favorite part of mixed doubles, when the female tries to burn him and it doesn't work out. He loves it, and just too good.
7-4-1.
And there's that
Point.
pattern you talked about. Anna Bright, great player, don't need you here.
Yeah, just sometimes you have to concede the kitchen, and what I mean by that is don't even try to keep anyone back. Just hit a soft dink shot, and I know that's giving up a bit of an advantage, but maybe it isn't when you're dealing with the firepower of James Ignatowich.
Second serve.
Yeah, that's the ball you want. You want him resetting.
8-4-2.
The wind pulls that wide.
Yeah, I think he maybe thought James was going to make a move to the middle of the court, tried to go behind him, but that's a pretty big miss hit on a soft shot.
Side out.
But just down enough from Zane.
Yeah, because this swing is big, but just couldn't bend down. Sometimes being tall is a disadvantage. And sometimes being tall is a huge advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the court coverage too good, because Zane sat home on the two-handed backhand cross court like he should have, but James is there with the forehand on the next ball.
And the man who started all of the serving chaos a couple of years ago is working on something now too here.
Yeah, a little side spin, the chainsaw Zane saw from a couple of years, like you said. It was quite a topic of conversation. That's actually a miss hit, but a return I don't mind.
Here's a look at the cut that is following the current rules. And this is another mixed match where the dudes are hitting a ton of shots.
Yes, they are. Nice little tomahawk from Zane Navratil.
Great serve from Koop there. So if they can put a little pressure on it and jump back into game number 1 here.
Second serve.
He tried to return the favor with a nasty two-handed backhand roll, just caught the tape.
Yeah, and I'm just not sure he's going to get the reward for his risk with that particular shot.
That's probably setting up an ATP at best.
Side out. Nine, 5-1. Point.
Tried to scorpion that, couldn't get it.
Well, I mean, I was thinking maybe she might try to attack Zane with some deception, or she can just rip it right at his chest.
Yeah.
She's had one of each so far.
Game point here for Bright and Ignatowich. That does get past the kitchen line. If it landed on the line, just if you're not sure of the rule, that would be a fault, but that did get past.
A great first volley from Andrea Koop off the kitchen line and able to avoid James Ignatowich and get it cross court to Anna Bright.
Second chance to close out game one. Pulled just wide. Nice fight from Andrea Koop there.
Yeah, good stuff. A little rat-a-tat-tat up at the kitchen, and James just pulling that two-hander a bit wide.
Anna Bright comes in for the paddle tap and doesn't get it. Okay, finally. It's the only thing they haven't executed here in game one.
They're too locked in. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've been 5 feet from James yelling something at him, and he doesn't hear anything out there.
Okay, so back to the serve theatrics here, and it's getting some freebies for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that almost bounced before the net.
Oh, and a little wiggle to go with that one.
A shimmy, a little shimmy with the hips, Zane Navratil.
The vert and the shimmy. Thing going on. They are on a 1 here, down just 3 now. And gets another miss, so this is quite the development. And they are within 1.
Yeah, and James had a good look up the middle, clipped the tape, and Zane and Andrea, a little firepower of their own here, Dave.
So just ran himself out of room there.
Yeah, she picked a good spot, but I still like the aggression from Zane.
That's what's gotten them right back into it. Can they get it knotted at 10? Wow. Not even a Burt, just a clear the deck. I'm coming over here to smash this overhead. Has a lively arm and smart choice there. So they get all the way to 9, but don't get it tied up. Another chance to win game number 1. And Anna Bright can't get the ball on the ground there. That's a great move from Zane Navratil.
Yeah, and I like going behind Zane at some clip, but I would have liked to see her just pull that back cross court to Andrea Koop.
So here's the challenge. Oh, and Ignatowich extended, but it was too low.
Yes, and the first volleys of Andrea Koop have gotten much better throughout this game 1.
So here we go with the serve. Bright struggled with it a little bit. Oh, and bad luck off the tape there.
Yeah, that's too bad because James was a bit off balance too. He was looking to take that out of the air, and he went for a high-risk, high-reward shot. And
game 2 will be interesting.
We need someone big. A rapper? No, this person needs more of a saint kind of vibe. Dude, I got it. Super Bowl MVP. Won't be a breeze to get him, but we should go for it.
I wouldn't settle for less.
So you think you make it on the Pro Tour?
Pro Tour? Going pro is in my blood, George.
Well, making pros is what we do.
Well, let's do this then.
Better. So beginning of this game too, obviously big, but especially given that comeback in game 1.
Just deep from James there, and nice footwork just to get out of the way from Andrea. Now we had a lawyer on the court in the last match with Matt Wright. We have one here, and Andrea Koop. And these players able to play at this level and have a real job. It's unbelievable.
Zane Navratil is very good off the bounce.
Yes.
On forehand and backhand side. He has a ton of spin, and he really has a big backswing, which doesn't allow you to get a good read on where he's going to go.
It gives you that deception, and it's very good here today.
And well, I mean, we talk about big backswings being bad, but if your opponents have hit a soft shot and you have a bit more time, then you can get away with it much more easily.
Yeah, don't want to have big backswings out of the air in a firefighter. You will eat it. Just catches the line, and that one does not. And this looks a lot like the Catherine Parento and Christian Alshon. Like Anna Bright has the teardrop thirds that usually are just in the ground, and can't find it here so far.
Yeah, no, I know, just like you said, Dave, I know she's missed a couple or not hit them how she wanted to, but I would look for them to target James the midcourt if both of them are there, between Anna Bright and James.
For sure. Okay, having a little fun. Zane wants more. Zane wants every last piece of crowd interaction here. That's a great read.
Were you talking about those nice drops from Anna Bright? And that's a great setup as James, just a nice little slide step to the right and finishing.
Because the drop and crash, if it goes to Anna Bright, is so available. Couple of awkward incidents there. One kissed off the tape.
3-2-2.
I heard Andrea Koop say, look out. So we have blunt force trauma on one side with the serve, and then we have all the spin that Zane Navratil's putting on it. So we have new serve rules, but we're finding ways to put offense out of the serve here today. That's the shot right there. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, obviously great shot, but a couple now in the last few points of relatively soft and an error on a dink from one from Andrea and one from Zane. Now can't let that happen. Because, I mean, you know the blunt force trauma is coming, so you can't give them freebies on the soft stuff because you know you're going to give away a couple.
The other thing is discipline to make James play that ball, too, and they've gone back to Bright, and she is much better in the midcourt. Wow. How on earth did he get there?
That's just not supposed to happen. I cannot blame Zane at all for being caught off guard. For James to get there and then hit it with that kind of power is unreal.
So this is getting out of hand quickly here. All off the serve of Ignatowich.
And of course, trying to do too much. I mean, how can you blame her? She's getting stuck in the midcourt, and then she puts one long trying to make the adjustment. Well, he's about plus 14.
Oh.
So you can miss 5 more serves in a row, James, and you're still doing just fine.
Yeah, we talk about what's in the budget. He's got tons of credits in that budget.
Second serve.
Not what James meant to do, but it worked out.
Yeah, it really did. And I think he kind of had the angle on the court that was going to drop in. So awkward to catch Zane in that spot.
Point.
No one feels hitting an out ball more than Anna Bright. She just like immediately says she's sorry. She knows that's going to go well out, but can't get out of the way.
Yeah, she goes to the kind of the pinch of the top of the nose, like, oh my goodness.
8-3-1. Second serve.
And that's the unwinding the stack. It's temptation. You see him running, you want to rush the ball over there, and you rush your swing. Yeah, and this is just a nightmare for Koop and Navratil, especially with them on odd. Like, what do you do? I mean,
9-3-2. Side out.
okay. If I'm up 9-3 and you get a winner and a miss, I'll take it all day long.
That's right. Yeah, you can trade points as much as you want to at this point with the 6-point cushion.
Yeah. And Ignatowich and Bright are playing sort of old school, stand off the side of the court. James, just go play singles for a minute.
Second serve.
And I mean, it's a great shot from Andrea on the initial speed up, and somehow James gets out of it.
Yeah, she earned that chance again.
3-9-2. Side out.
That's that deadly tune it back in. That one he took at the right hip of Zane, and it was perfect.
Point.
And Andrea just not expecting James to be able to get that out of the air. Just very late getting her paddle up.
Dominant performance here, and we are at match point. And that will do it. Another huge serve from James Ignatowich, and they run away with game two, and they are sprinting to the semifinals. Not much you can do when a team of that quality is playing that well. Thomas Wilson and Vivian David will have the chance to stop the freight train. We'll talk to Anna and James on the other side.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
With us now, appreciate you guys taking some time. James, I'll start with you. They changed the service rules so that it wouldn't be weaponized. I saw a big weapon. Have you practiced that? What is making that so effective? Because you are starting out points so far ahead. You are just running through people.
Yeah, I mean, I think against Zane, the strategy, you know, I figured we would just kind of try to hit as big of serves as we could, because we know he's going to hit big serves, and kind of just try to spread him out, jam it up the middle, and try to move him around as much as I could. And I think for me, my serve was already pretty much, you know, it was maybe 5 inches higher than what it is now. I think for some people it's a big adjustment, but for me, it really wasn't that big of an adjustment. So I practiced it a little, but I didn't do anything crazy.
Anna Bright, Adam Stone here. Good work out there. I know you are teammates with Zane for MLP Orlando Squeeze, and you have a lot of respect for his game and his pickleball mind. Did it feel good to wipe the floor with him in this previous match?
It did. You know, it's a little bit of a grudge match. She came out wearing the squeeze hoodie. That kind of got in my head a little bit. But luckily, we've played against each other so much in the last 6 months, just in practice and everything. And I think that familiarity generally favors the woman. So it was a good match. I mean, I didn't do too much. James was ripping serve. Zane was too. I missed a few off Zane's serve. But it was a good match. Excited to be in the semis.
AB, I think everyone at home would be curious as to how much do you guys actually practice mixed doubles down in South Florida to be the #2 seed consistently in semifinals and Championship Sunday? How do you do it?
Okay.
I'd like to quote the great Adam Stone and say my philosophy is the best practice for mixed is men's.
Okay. We practice mixed like a couple times before an event, but like as far as practicing together on the same court, hardly ever. It's bad for us. I get hit a lot.
I'm playing men's, Adam.
Hey, I appreciate that shout out, James, and I'm sticking by my statement.
So, Anna Bright, you're going to just have to let these boys have some fun with that answer. But guess what? You guys are moving on. Last question for you is Thomas Wilson and Vivian David coming up in the next match for you. What do you expect to happen there? What do you have to do well to win?
A lot of that match will be dictated by the serve and drive and crash. I think that's something Viv and T do really well at the line. They're also super solid. Dinking with Viv is no easy task, but it'll be, and avoiding the Wilson forehand, it'll be a good one.
It certainly will. Well, you guys are putting on quite a show today. We love watching you play. Congratulations and good luck in the semifinals.
Thank you.